Alright, so here's my set spot right in these trees. If you look here, I've got bedding here, all in this probably 4 or 5 acres, all the way out to here pretty much. It's where they like to bed. I've got bedding here, left and right. Behind me is food plot. This right here is just like nasty crap, but right on the other side of that big tree there is my food plot. And then right here's my bottom. This is basically, the setup is where I know this deer beds in here and in here. This is a bottom. This time of year he's gonna travel these bottoms anyway to scent check these bedding areas depending on where the wind's coming from. I had the wind out of this way today, out of the north, so I set up to where he's gonna come down on the south side of that bedding. I'm gonna be sitting in front of him in theory, and he's gonna be scent checking all this after he feeds. He feeds right up in towards the top of the hill there, but I know he's gonna come through here. It's basically my thought process for this deer and killing him was just to get in a good area. On a small property like this, you only have so many options. You either have everything the deer want and they stay here, or you're waiting on the rut. He's coming right down the ridge here. Bleh. Smoked him. I smoked him. I just smoked him. Oh my gosh. He's going right up towards the house. Oh my gosh. The deer. I passed him last year. I seen him once this year. He finally showed back up. And I decided to just get in here. He's only been here for 2 days since he showed back up for the first time, but I know last year I had him feeding here every single day pretty much. So I came in here, picked a spot under these couple cedar trees because I got a nice opening into the bottom here, and came right down this ridge, stopped right here about, I don't know, 60 yards maybe, and I put it right in the 10 ring, but I didn't hear anything, so I'm gonna wait a little while. But he ran right up towards the house, so I'll give him a little time and then I'll go in there and look. So with the new lift, sweet. I love killing big bucks. He was scent checking all these big woods, and as soon as he got to the end of the big woods right around there, he cut down to check this little clump, and when he cut down, that was his demise, because at that point, once he clears this brush, he's already within 60-70 yards of me, so I can at least try to make a shot, which I did. We're gonna go check our arrow, because oddly enough it kind of fell out not long after I hit him, so maybe a little concerning, but he looked hurt, so I'm gonna check my arrow, and then I might just back out for a little bit if I don't like it, but we'll take a look. So if you look here, this is kind of what I was saying, that those big woods are right there, And then right here is more of like a thick bedding area. That's just woods bedding. So he came along a old road up on the hill there, and then right about here he cut in to hit this and scent check this downwind. And right about here, somewhere in here is where I shot him. I don't know how the footage is gonna look, but from here where I'm standing, it looks like you won't even see the deer, unfortunately. I guess we'll find out, but my fingers are crossed that you see the deer. But here's my arrow right here. Like I said, it came out, so I'm not too pleased about that, but there's a lot of blood on there. Some what looks like lung, maybe lung chunks on the actual broadhead. It goes about, oh, I don't know, 12, 14 inches in. It's more than enough if I hit him in the spot, but he ran right back up towards, pretty much towards the house. But I know that he probably is running towards his old bed there, or he might have come up and cut that way, but I don't know. I see some blood through here, but nothing crazy. Obviously this is pretty early in the track, but we're gonna I'm gonna track a little ways and see. But I think I'll just track up to here. If it doesn't look very good, I'll probably hold off and come out in a little bit, a couple hours or so. So I was just coming up the bottom. I followed him in through here, but he kind of cut out along the field, and saw something right here that caught my eye. Unfortunately though, it looks like someone else got to him before me, but I got that big boy. Oh yeah, look at the size of him. Holy cow. Oh, he's a little stiff. Look at the mass on those antlers. Holy crap. That shot's actually, sure, it's not ideal, and ideally I'd have hit him in here, but I must have caught the top of both lungs. That explains why my blood trail is actually so terrible, is because I hit him high. There probably wasn't much blood coming out, but in all reality he only went 70 yards and he's stiff as a board, so he's been here since probably I shot, pretty much. I mean, within minutes he was probably dead. But that's a beautiful deer. I've been watching that deer for years now. He's nothing crazy, but he's just always been this big massy 8-point, and this year he's even bigger than he was last. But oh, look at that. You can see all the cedar and pine bark on his antlers there from rubbing. Still, we're late November now, and they're still doing it. Probably about that second rut right now. That's why he was scent checking that bottom. That's what I figured would happen. But wow, that's a beauty. Let me try and pull him up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at the size of him. I don't know how big he is, but he's my biggest deer on my home property, that's for sure. So that's pretty cool. This mass is amazing. It's almost as big as my hand right there where his G2 is. This side's even bigger. Such a beautiful deer. I'm very, very, very happy that I was finally able to get my hands on this guy. And with my new bow, my new lift, it's hard enough to push the limits on a 30-acre property and try and manage a deer herd when you have, you know, so many people around you that don't want to do that. Not that they don't want to do that, but they will shoot anything, and that's, you know, unfortunately most places you go, that's kind of the case. People are just hunting to hunt almost. Brown it's down, food, whatever it may be. Whatever they want to do, that's fine. But it's hard to manage deer, so when you actually are able to pass up on deer and they make it for so long. That's just a special thing to actually be able to pull that off. I'm gonna get this guy pulled out of here, maybe get some more looks at him, but he is a whopper. I'm tickled pink about this, and I pulled off a semi-par shot from 60 yards. I'm still happy about it. I mean, he died pretty quick, but you know, when you're in doubt, you should always pull out. I mean, if you have confidence with your shots, you know, you'll know when you could take the shot. I knew that shot was possible for me, so I let it fly, and him ducking a little bit almost saved his life, but not quite. It was about 4 inches short of saving his life. If he would have ducked just a hair more, I probably never would have seen him again, but that's not what happened. That's what happened. So pretty sweet. I was able to pull that off. So nice video just before gun season, so someone else didn't end up busting him with a firearm. Even better for me. So I'm pretty excited. Big whopper down.